So you want to fly jets for the USAF? Start with AFROTC. The Air Force Reserve Officer Training Corps is your gateway to the skies. You ever watch a fighter jet scream across the sky and think, man, I wish that were me? Well, you're not alone. Thousands of young men and women share that dream, and AFROTC is where many of them start turning it into reality. Well, before you're cleared for takeoff in an F-22 or ripping through the clouds in an F-35, you gotta earn your wings. This isn't just about flying, it's about becoming a leader, a warrior, and a guardian of the skies. And for a whole lot of aspiring fighter pilots in the United States Air Force, that journey starts with AFROTC, the Air Force Reserve Officer Training Corps. It's a program designed to mold you into the best version of yourself. Now don't let the fancy name fool you. AFROTC ain't some stuffy classroom snooze fest. It's a dynamic, hands-on experience that combines academic learning with real-world military training. It's a challenging but rewarding program that'll whip you into shape, mentally and physically, for the demands of being a leader and an officer in the world's greatest Air Force. You'll be pushed to your limits and beyond. We're talking about discipline, teamwork, and yeah, a whole lot of book learning too. You'll dive deep into subjects like aerospace studies, military history, and leadership principles. Think of it like this. AFROTC is the foundation you build your flying career on. It's where you start to understand what it means to be part of something bigger than yourself. It's where you learn the ins and outs of military life, the importance of integrity and service, and the skills you'll need to lead others in the air and on the ground. You'll be trained to think critically, act decisively, and lead with confidence. So if you're dead set on trading paint at Mach speed and defending freedom from 30,000 feet, AFROTC is the first step on your flight plan. It's a journey that requires dedication, hard work, and a passion for excellence. Buckle up, Buttercup, because it's going to be a wild ride. The road to becoming a USAF pilot is long and demanding, but for those who make it, the sky is truly the limit. So, are you ready to take the first step? Let's break this down, shall we? The journey into the Air Force ROTC or AFROTC can seem daunting at first, but it's designed to be a gradual and supportive process. AFROTC is divided into two main parts, the General Military Course or GMC and the Professional Officer Course or POC. Each part serves a unique purpose in shaping you into a future leader. First up, GMC. Think of it like dipping your toes in the water before diving headfirst into the deep end. It's an introduction, a way to get your feet wet without the pressure of immediate commitment. The GMC is usually taken during your freshman and sophomore years of college. This period is all about exploration and discovery. It's a chance to get a feel for the military lifestyle, learn some basic leadership skills, and see if this whole Air Force thing is really for you. No pressure, really. You'll engage in various activities that build camaraderie and leadership. You'll attend classes once or twice a week, maybe learn how to salute without looking like a robot, and get a taste of what it means to wear the uniform. These classes cover a range of topics from Air Force history to the fundamentals of leadership. Now here's the good news. You don't have to make any commitments during the GMC. This phase is all about learning and experiencing without the weight of obligation. That's right, you can test the waters without signing your life away. It's an opportunity to see if the values and lifestyle of the Air Force resonate with you. Think of it as a try before you buy deal. You get to experience the culture, the discipline, and the camaraderie without any long-term commitment. You'll get to meet current cadets, ask them questions, no dumb questions here, and see if the AFROTC life aligns with your goals. These interactions can provide invaluable insights and help you make an informed decision. So if you're even remotely curious about becoming a fighter pilot, signing up for the GMC is a no-brainer. It's a unique chance to explore your interests in aviation and military service. It's a low-risk, high-reward way to explore your options and see if you've got the right stuff to join the ranks of the Air Force's finest. The GMC phase is designed to be an eye-opener, a way to gauge your interest and potential in a supportive environment. During this time, you'll also participate in physical training sessions and group study activities, which help build both your physical fitness and academic prowess. Leadership seminars and problem-solving exercises are also part of the curriculum, providing you with practical skills that are valuable both in and out of the military. Additionally, you'll have opportunities to engage in community service projects, which not only benefit the community but also help you develop a sense of civic responsibility and teamwork. Throughout the GMC, you'll receive feedback and mentoring from experienced instructors, helping you to grow and improve continuously. By the end of the GMC, you'll have a clearer picture of what the AFROTC entails and whether it's the right path for you. Celebrating milestones and achievements along the way will also give you a sense of accomplishment and motivation to continue. Alright, so you've gone and dipped your toes in the AFROTC waters with the general military course. You've taken those first steps into a world that's both challenging and rewarding. You've learned how to properly wear a uniform, ensuring every detail is perfect, from the creases in your pants to the shine on your shoes. You've memorized the Air Force song, "You Better," and maybe even found yourself humming it in the shower or while walking to class. And you've decided that, yeah, the Air Force life might just be for you. You've felt that spark, that sense of belonging and purpose. Now what? Well, this is where things get real, folks. This is where the journey truly begins. It's time to step up to the big leagues, the Professional Officer Course, or POC. This is where your training intensifies and your commitment is put to the test. This is where the rubber meets the runway, where your theoretical knowledge meets practical application. It's where you go from curious student to officer in training, ready to take on greater responsibilities. But here's the catch. You gotta be invited first. It's not just about showing up, it's about proving you belong. See, not everyone who cruises through the GMC automatically gets a golden ticket to the POC. It's a selective process, designed to find the best candidates. You need to apply, and there's a selection process. Grades matter, folks. Leadership potential matters. Your ability to inspire and lead others is crucial. Physical fitness? You bet your tail feathers it matters. The Air Force demands peak physical condition, and you'll need to meet those standards. The Air Force is looking for the best of the best to lead their pilots and crews, individuals who can handle the pressure and make split-second decisions. And they don't just hand out those responsibilities to anyone. It's a privilege earned through hard work and dedication. But don't let that scare you off. If anything, let it motivate you. Let it fuel your determination. If you're serious about becoming a fighter pilot, if you dream of soaring through the skies, and you're willing to put in the hard work and dedication, then the POC is where you'll shine. It's where you'll prove your mettle. Then the POC is where you'll shine. It's a place where your skills will be honed and your leadership abilities will be tested. It's a challenging but incredibly rewarding experience that'll prepare you for the rigors of being an Air Force officer. You'll learn, you'll grow, and you'll be ready to lead. And eventually, a fighter pilot. The sky's the limit, and your journey is just beginning. Now, before you start picturing yourself dogfighting MiGs over the Pacific, let's get one thing straight. Being a fighter pilot isn't all about pulling G's and looking cool in a flight suit. You gotta have brains to match those guts, and that means hitting the books hard. The Air Force takes academics seriously, and AFROTC cadets are held to a high standard. Whether you're gunning for a scholarship or going the non-scholarship route, you gotta maintain good grades to stay in the game. We're talking about a minimum GPA of 2.5. And trust me, you're gonna want to aim higher, especially if you're vying for a coveted pilot slot. And don't think you can just skate by with easy A classes. The Air Force wants well-rounded officers, so you'll need a solid mix of math, science, English, and humanities courses under your belt. Think of it this way. Being a fighter pilot isn't just about flying planes. It's about leading people, making split-second decisions, and understanding the complexities of air power in a global context. So crack open those textbooks and embrace the learning process. The knowledge and critical thinking skills you develop in the classroom are just as important as your flying skills when it comes to succeeding as a fighter pilot in the United States Air Force. All right, aspiring flyboys and flygirls, listen up. If you're serious about earning those wings of gold and soaring through the sky in a multi-million-dollar fighter jet, there's one hurdle you absolutely gotta clear: the Air Force Officer Qualifying Test, or AFOQT for those in the know. Think of the AFOQT as your entrance exam to the wild blue yonder. It's a multiple-choice test that measures your aptitude in areas critical for success as a pilot and other Air Force officers. We're talking about your verbal and math skills, your spatial reasoning abilities, can you visualize objects in 3D, and your knowledge of aviation concepts. Now here's the kicker. Your AFOQT score isn't just some arbitrary number, it's a big deal. It helps determine whether you qualify for pilot training in the first place, and it can even impact the type of aircraft you're eligible to fly. So, yeah, no pressure or anything. But hey, don't sweat it too much yet. The AFOQT is definitely challenging, but it's not impossible. With the right preparation and a little bit of elbow grease, you can ace this test and keep your fighter pilot dreams alive. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something new here. Be sure to subscribe for more content of this nature.